This is the price action review for gold. Today is 24th of April 2026, and this was the setup before. Actually, here this was the first step, and then this was the me marking entries, areas of interest, and then here we got invalidated price closing below the engulfing pattern, not really closing but wicked us out. And then we reframed an entry using divergences at this point, and this was before, this was during, and this is after the trade has played out, and these are the executions. So I want to show you how we've taken this trade from here up to here as a price action review. So go to the charts, and yeah, this is now us looking at gold, and I hope I'll be able to remember everything, so I'll delete that and then go to the daily time frame as usual. First step is marking the previous day's high and the previous day's low, like this is the previous day's high, previous day's low, like this. And then the new day open was here, so just label that. And then by the time I was marking this new day open and marking these levels, price had already tagged the previous day's low right here, this week right here. So at that point I was looking for a bias, a confirmation for a bias, and my confirmation was that since price has opened here and then we made a move up and made a move down to sweep this previous day's low, price was likely to be bullish, but I wanted for a closure. I wanted a closure above this level first, which is kind of a market structure shift after this liquidity has been swept right there. So that closure above this engulfing, above this high, this swing here, it was clearer on the Reeves terminal. Let me show you XAUUSD. It was much clearer on XAUUSD for on the Reeves terminal for trading view, and let me just show you in the 15-minute time frame. Where is the move? So this is the move. You can see price, this market structure shift was much clearer here with a solid body close above that level. And now the next thing we were looking for, I had actually taken a few setup after this break of structure here, and I got cooked, and because that was because of this fair value gap right here, and then this bullish move right there, that bullish, this is a bullish move. This bullish move here is a bullish engulfing pattern with 3 candles. So that one was the setup. I got in and got cooked. I got in at around that level, and yeah, you can see how price did whatever it did. However, after that, now we were looking for another setup, especially after this market structure shift here, to confirm our bullish bias. That is now when we started looking for other opportunities, and the opportunity was right here. Move that opportunity was right here on this fair value gap right there. So this fair value gap is the one that gave us this bullish move, and now with that engulfing pattern like that, we wanted price to retrace to the midpoint or to the discount zone of this range, and then we get an entry. So dropping to the 5-minute time frame, what have I done? So dropping to the 5-minute time frame, I think I can remove this, memaliza kazi yake. And then so dropping here, This was the change in state of delivery right there for that bearish move to the upside, and then with that change in state of delivery and this bullish engulfing candle, that was most likely our entry area. So that is the area I had marked. And then in the 1 minute time frame also I had marked, was there another mark? No, there was no other entry criteria. So that was the exact entry. But so you get in at this point where price comes to that level, stop loss below that engulfing. You can see right here that was just below that range, and we got cooked again the second time. And so at this time when we were getting cooked getting stopped out, I noticed that price had formed this divergence with RSI inside a 15-minute fair value gap. This is a 15-minute fair value gap, so that became my second entry. So let me show you the divergence. So this right here, this was the divergence up to this point here. Yeah, so that was the divergence, and then this divergence became valid the moment I had this bullish engulfing candle in the 1 minute time frame. Right, you can see this is the 1 minute time frame, bullish engulfing candle, and ideally my entry was supposed to be there, but I got in a bit late at around this point here. So long here at around this point is where I got in, but my entry was supposed to be around here, and then stop loss just below that engulfing pattern, right? That, and then so my first TP, where is my first TP? First TP is here. Let me switch off this thing, I'm not using it right now. So my first TP was here. Actually, first TP was a fixed risk reward ratio of 5. Does it get to 5? Around there. So that is the 5, and then TP1 at around this place here. And then the second TP, let me show you that high that we used. Yeah, so the second TP was around this place right here, and that is now where we get now the final take profit, as I had I was initially projecting price to get to the previous day's high as the final TP. This was the previous day's high, and so you can see price is still moving. We don't know whether we'll get there, but I'm hoping we get there. Yeah, so that was the supposed to be the final TP for that for the day. Yeah, so that is the price action review for gold for today, and that is how we participated. And yeah, shared this with a community of 6 members, and I'm hoping they benefited from it. Yeah, otherwise ni hayo tu kwa sasa. Till next time. Today is Friday, tomorrow is Saturday. No trading gold. Maybe we shall look at maybe synthetic indices, volatility 25, or boom and crash. Until then, have a nice time.